Hey, welcome back. Going with the trend, since the last couple have actually turned out pretty good, we're trying yet one of the other silhouettes that the wife cut out for me. And we are going to do Stitch today. So we'll see how this one goes. And once again, I also have the granddaughter out here.
Hola.
And we have the little one out here trying to bury herself in the dirt of the driveway. We said bath earlier. I guess she wants to make sure that if she needs a bath, she needs a bath. So, as you see, I've already started this out, and I got to check and see I need more black in there. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and cover my whole moon in black. That way there's plenty of room for Stitch to be sitting there looking. And yes, I'm going to have Stitch standing in front of a moon. It seems to be the easiest ones, and they turn out pretty good. Now we need to let that dry for a little bit, as typical. Oh, yeehaw! All right. We'll sit here, let it dry, try to let it dry. Make sure it's going to try to dry. I don't know, whatever. Once we get the black done. And let's see. Tap. Yep. Still a little damp. Just a little bit. I mean, not horrible, but a little enough to know. Excuse me. All right, just a couple more minutes. Yeah, and as you can see, still get a bit of the black on there. So we will give her another minute to dry. Let that breeze do its work. Come on, breeze, do your work.
No. It's not a baby.
Come on, big breeze, do its work. The neighbor's got a go-kart moped. Neighbor's got a moped with 4 wheels and roll bars and... All right, so, well, let's see how it goes. He may stick a little bit when we try to pull him up later, but that's a pretty good size Stitch. I may actually have to use some of the larger poster board I've got for the next ones I do on him. So, we got him down. Now we finish off our moon. Put the white on top of it. Sorry. Go at an angle. There we go. Get out our little grocery bag. May have to hold him down a little bit. Do tapping, tapping, tapping. And the tapple and tapulate. And there. Just a couple there right there on the edge. All right. So that off to the side. Now we're going to let that dry for a minute, of course, like usual. But I'm impatient. So we're going to set this down very carefully because I want this at a specific spot for this one. And I want Stitch's feet right at the edge of the bowl. I want to cover Stitch, but I want his feet in a specific spot. And the reason for that is when we cover it with black, we're covering the whole thing with black today. Remember to hold your can 10 to 12 inches up away from your poster board or your canvas, whatever you happen to be using, because if you don't, you'll get puddles, and then not only does it take forever to dry, it can create mud on your painting, and you don't want mud on your painting. So we get all that down, we let it dry just a little bit, and I need a clean bag. So again, I don't know if you noticed, but I use plastic bags much more often than I do paper because they work pretty good. And I like the way they do the textures on that. So, use that. And what I'm going to do is I am going to create some mountains. So now we cover that all in white. And this is why I wanted his feet at a specific spot. And we take our little bag, we do the little texture for the mountain, tap, tap, tap. A little bit more there, bring it over this way. Get a good edge on it. Alright, and just a little bit better of an edge right here around that moon. Alright, we stop there. We had all that covered in black. And now, and this is a suggestion from the wife, she suggested I use glitter in the background in the sky. Oh, a little more on that side. All right, and then we go on to the next step. Click off a couple of the bigger globs, and then and she said just a few, so we're only gonna do a few. So I'm listening to what they said. A few flicks for stars. Baby. All right, we'll see this. I think we need to pull just a little bit more off of this side. So it's very dark here, not so much on this side. So we pull just a little bit more on that. That's a little better. And dun da da. Put a little bit of the secret sauce on there. Papa. Yes. Well, thank you. I'm worth $5, according to my granddaughter. And then we that's why you should always give a solid color there when you're doing your initials, because you end up with mud if you don't.
Squiggle!
Squiggle! All right. At least I know what it's supposed to say. Oh, somebody wants to be locked in. The granddaughter went up and climbed in the dog cage. All right. Are we ready to see what it looks like? Oh, all right, go ahead. Pull it off. Got it? It may have stuck a little bit because Grandpa's a little impatient.
Stuck a lot.
Yep, it pulled a lot of that paint up. All right, maybe this one didn't turn out so well.
Hey, first time for everything.
Yep, first time for everything, and it was still a bit wet up in this area if you can't tell. And I definitely think that if I'm going to do with that size of cutout, I need a much larger poster board.
And I think his feet needed to come down a little more out of the moon.
Yeah, just a little bit out of the moon.
Yeah, a little more under the...
Yeah.
Can I spray the clear coat?
Go for it. And she's going to cover it with clear coat. So yeah, I think I need to actually use a much larger canvas or poster board and a much bigger moon.
Can you, with your bag, can you pull a little of that black off out of this one?
Out of this?
Off the stitch, legs and stuff. Can you get it to come up?
Would you like some more clear coat on that?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't get too close. You get puddles. All right.
There you go.
Okay. All right, well, not as great as I would have liked.
I'm gonna go get the baby in the shower.
Not too bad. But for today, that'll be it for that painting. I hope you enjoyed the process. We have fun out here with each other, as you can tell. And
Ew,
as
I got sparkles on me.
and as always, it's great working with the granddaughters.
I got sparkles on me.
Well, it's a good thing you're taking a bath, huh? All right, guys, you have a good time. I'll see you in the next video, and you enjoy your weekend.